So today's video is going to be a little different from my usual video. There are a number of different extruders out there, and I'm asked quite often what disc will fit what extruder, and I thought it'd be helpful just to go over the different extruders out there, the size disc they will hold, and some people who actually make discs for these different extruders. So I'm going to start with the Makin extruder. It's this one. It holds an 18mm disc. So the Makin is probably the most popular here in the US. It is, you can find it on Amazon. You actually can find a lot of knockoffs on Amazon, and the knockoffs aren't always as good as the actual Makin brand. Sometimes they can be very hard to actually move this piece in and out of the tube, but for the most part they usually do work. This is an actual Makin extruder. I will include links to all of these different extruders and the people who sell extruder discs in the comments below for you. But the Makin is made up of 3 pieces. So you have your tube, your crank, and then the cap. And it's pretty simple. You will take your soap dough, put it in here, put your disc in here, screw the cap on, put this on, and then basically crank. I have a video on how extruders work, so I'm not going to go into that in too much detail. But again, the Makin holds 18mm disc. Now, the Makin has a adapter piece. It's called the Walnut Hallow adapter, and it allows you to make 24 or use 24mm disc. So this is the extender piece. It's a 2-piece set, and you can take a disc that is 24mm and put it in here. Then you take the second piece, you'll screw it in place. So you see the disc is locked into place, and then instead of using the cap, this becomes your cap. You can screw it on, and now you can extrude. You can use the Makin extruder and use a larger disc. This adapter piece will only hold a 24mm disc. That's where things get a little complicated. Each extruder only holds a certain type of disc. So the Makin, you can have the 18mm or get the adapter and do a 24mm disc. The next one is the Fimo. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but I always say Fimo. This one holds a 23mm disc. You obviously, with the 23mm, can do more design-wise, make bigger shapes and such. This one, right now, is a hard commodity to find. It has been out of stock everywhere that I can find, at least within the US, for months and months. But this one, similar to your other extruder, comes with 4 pieces. So you have your tube, your crank, the handle which detaches, and then your cap piece. So again, you'll put your disc in there, screw the cap on, push this in, and this one, it's again a crank, so you can turn the handle versus it being all one piece like the Makin. So you have the Makin, the Fimo, and then you have 2 different type of large extruders. So this is a jerky gun. It is for making jerky, but it can be used for soap. It holds a disc that is about 57mm large. So you can see here I'm playing around with my envelope and making it larger. The disc fits in here. You'll put the cap on. So same concept of the other 2, it's just it's a larger extruder. But this will screw off. You can put your soap in there, and then you simply squeeze to extrude the soap. So same concept, instead of cranking, it's a squeeze. And again, this is a 57mm disc. I am starting to make some of these this size. Slowly but surely I'll be adding more of my designs in this size. You can get this size from I Dream in Soap. So these are the, she does hers in blue, her discs are blue. And Soap Stamps and Stuff, I believe it is. I'll put the link in the description below. Sells large extruders. She does not sell the smaller ones, but she sells the larger. I Dream in Soap has her own large extruder. Exact same concept, really it does the exact same thing, works the exact same way. I Dream in Soap is based in the UK, but she will ship, I believe, worldwide. So you could order it from her. If you're in the US, there's I like this one. I found it on Amazon. It is, I think it was around $45. And it's pretty sturdy. Like I said, I really do like this one. So where can you get discs to fit these? If you want the large ones, myself, I Dream in Soap, and Soap Stamps and Stuff, you can find these large discs for the large extruders. If you want to fill the Fimo with the 23 millimeters, I Dream in Soap and I myself make them. And if you want the Makin, which is the 18 millimeters, and the adapter piece size, which is the 24 millimeters, you can, again, I have some designs. I have a bunch for the 18. I'm starting to add more for the 24. So you can get, again, the designs for this extruder from me, from I Dream in Soap as well. She does all 4 sizes. And A&B Soap Company, she's on Etsy. She also sells for the 18 and 24 millimeter adapter. So again, you have a number of choices when it comes to what extruder you want to use, and that will affect what extruder disc size you need. So look at your extruder. Is it a Makin? Is it a Fimo? Is it a Jerky gun? That is going to determine what size disc you need and you can use. Again, 18 millimeter and 24 millimeter with the adapter for the Makin, 23 millimeter for the Fimo, and the Jerky gun large extruders will fit a 57 millimeter disc. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or you're still unclear about anything, just comment below and I am happy to help you answer your questions. So thank you for watching, and until the next video. Okay, I'm back for a slight addendum. I realized I didn't show you a comparison of all the discs together, and I wanted to show you that. So I'm gonna zoom in, and you can see, so this is an 18 millimeter disc. These are 23. This one is a 24, and this is the 57. There's very little difference, obviously, between, I said, I don't even know if you can tell, it's minuscule, the difference between a 24 and a 23. However, a 24 will not fit in the 23 extruder, so it does make a difference. But if you don't have the 23 extruder and you really wanted it, you could get the adapter piece and basically get almost exactly the same size shapes. The 18 is definitely much smaller, so I said you can see that it's about maybe 2/3 the size of the larger one. These are cupcake sets. So you're going to get smaller, obviously, pieces with the 18. That's a 23, and then the 57 kind of stands out on its own. But yeah, you'll definitely get, you can make large extruded shapes with these. They're more like the column molds, so they're going to be along those sides of embed pieces that you can create. definitely they all have positives and negatives to them, but you can create a lot of fun stuff with all of the different sizes. So now I'm done talking, but I just wanted to give you that comparison. Enjoy, and again, any questions, just comment below.